you so much for coming back to the show, and thanks for playing Random Instrument Challenge.
That was wild.
Yeah, you know what's crazier? So during the break, you told one of our segment producers that you actually know how to play one of the weird instruments we had there.
Yeah, about as well as I play the sousaphone and the upright bass.
No, but I was in shock. I go, wait, we have to, I want to see you play this because I know kind of the idea behind it. This is a theremin.
Yeah, so this is pitch.
Oh my God! Wow, Maggie Gyllenhaal. I mean, that is a talent right there.
Yeah, this is like the extent of my musical talent.
I love that. See, that's because last time you were here, speaking of talents, we were talking about The Lost Daughter, but how you adapted it from this book that you read by the same name. Mm-hmm. You've already won and been nominated for all of these awards, and I think totally deserved. It was a beautiful movie. It was gorgeous. In fact, in Venice Film Festival, that's where I think we first heard about it. It's got like a 20-minute standing ovation or something crazy. Were you nervous even just going into the festival?
Yeah, I mean, look, we made the film in a pandemic, but more than that, we cut it in a pandemic. Before there were any vaccines or anything, I was cutting this time last year. And so we never showed it to an audience ever, which if you don't make films, I don't know, it's maybe hard to know how strange that is. But usually you invite your friends and family, you invite, and you screen it and you find out how it plays and you hear people laugh and then people give you notes and you adjust the film sometimes based on those notes. Here, it was just me and my editor. I mean, we showed it to a few people, but they were people who already loved us, you know? They were...
Yeah, it's like my mom going like, Jimmy, you are the greatest person ever to be on Saturday Night Live. Like, oh my God. What a great review,
exactly.
Mom. Thanks.
Exactly. And so the first time I ever saw my film with any audience, like I'm talking anything, was at Venice, in the Grand Salé with hundreds of people, and Olivia Colman and Dakota were there, Dakota Johnson, and they had never seen the movie at all. Sitting next to me at the Venice Film Festival was the first time.
How do you set it up, and how do you talk about what the movie's about?
Well, it's about a woman who goes on vacation alone, and while she's on vacation, she gets really compelled by this young mother that she sees on the beach, and it starts bringing up for her all of these wild, dark, strange memories in her own life that start to really trip her out.
Because she was a young mother, and I don't want to spoil anything, but...
She was a young mother who struggled with being a mother, like, if we're honest, I think every mother who ever existed.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think we're used to either seeing a sort of fantasy version of the mother that we all wished we had or the mother that we wish we were, or like a bad mommy, you know? And the thing that does is it makes you go like, oh, look at that crazy bad mommy. I'm nothing like that, thank God, you know, I'm such a good mama. But to join them together, which is what this movie does, you know, where it's complicated, you know?
But it's so well done and shot. And directed and written, and you wrote and directed this, buddy. And I will say this, last time you were here, we were talking about this, you were thinking about optioning, then I go, why are you waiting this long to direct? Do you remember what you said to me?
I think I said that it took me a long time to even allow myself to feel how much I wanted to do it, that I didn't feel entitled to even think about it.
Now that you did it, do you feel great that you're on the other side and you now have a movie under your belt that's fantastic?
I feel like I love acting and I miss acting, but I was always like bumping up against something, you know, about what I wanted to say or express or do or offer, and it was like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was like, you know, do you ever have a dream that, it's like a common dream I think people have where they're like in their little apartment and they dream that they open a door and all of a sudden there's an entire other wing you know? And you're like,
Yeah.
You've had that dream.
Yeah. I had a dream that I was getting chased by a shark last night.
But you've never had that dream. This is what it was like. It was like all of a sudden I just knocked a wall down and I was like, it's so much better over here.
Yeah.
Because I do think when women make movies and when women do a lot of things and really express themselves, it looks different. And something new and different is really compelling, you know, and honest.
I appreciate you being honest, even when we talked about before you did this, and you were like, I don't know if I even could even talk about even directing a thing. To now, you did it, and it's a homer. Honestly, it's moving, it's beautiful, it's fantastic. I want to show everyone a clip. Here's a peek at The Lost Daughter. Take a look.
She's driving me crazy. Because Daddy's away, right? Daddy's away, and you're taking it out on me.
All right, come to Auntie, baby. Come on, come to Auntie. There we go, my big girl. Oh, God, my big girl.
Go, so I can have a minute. Sometimes you just can't handle it.
I know. Okay. Yes, anything you want. Show Mama, and the lady what a good girl you are.
Oof. Maggie Gyllenhaal, everybody, The Lost Daughter is in select theaters and streaming now on Netflix. Hey, hey.